Hi, welcome to Divinely Different Tarot. I'm Ashley Dawn, and today I'm going to do a requested video from Faith on past loved ones' thoughts on the changes you've made. So I did something a little bit different with this pick a card. I did use charms again because, I love my charms. But I did use tarot cards, which I normally don't use unless I'm doing like a paid reading. But I don't know. Destin, who sent me a deck of cards, wanted to see his tarot deck in a reading. So here you go. I'm going to use it for you. So I did use a different tarot deck for each pile. And that's what we're going to choose from today instead of the normal picking from a charm. So the first deck I used for the first pile in the first deck is Cyberpunk. This is what the back of the card looks like. You don't get to see what the other side looks like because it's part of the deck. But it also has this really pretty purple along the edge of it. It's like a metallic purple. So here's the card, pile 1. And then for pile 2, I use the Modern Witch deck right here. Just trying to make sure it was right side up for you. So that's pile 2. And for my pile 3, let me make sure it's the right way. And for my pile, for my pile 3, I use Lightseer Tarot, which is actually one that, the deck I use the most out of my tarot decks. It's either this one or I'll use the one that I have made with stickers. But yeah, so pile 3 is Lightseer. So we have Cyberpunk for pile 1. Modern Witch for pile 2, and Lightseer for pile 3. So go ahead and make your choices. The timestamps are going to be in the description box below. I do have a few other requests, but requests are always welcome. Please write them in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. And when I do the request, I will, chop up your YouTuber name and put your name out there, because you're the one that came up with it. So either way, so in this particular one, I use True Emotional. Let's see how your past loved ones feel about the changes that you've made in your life. Like I said, for each one I used different tarot decks. I also used Heal Yourself. It's a oracle deck. I wanted to see what they saw that you were healing within yourself. And then I use charms to see also how what they're thinking about the things that you've made, the changes that you've done with your life. Okay, so like I said, timestamps are in the description box below. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. Keep that in mind. You gotta decide on your own. So I'm going to move on now to pile 1. So meet you there. Bye. Okay, my pile 1. If you chose Cyberpunk, this is your pile. So this is the deck that you chose. See, the purple is so pretty. Anyway, I'm going to start with the tarot, then go into the True Emotional Oracle, then go into Heal Yourself, and then I'll go into the charms. And I am getting a lot from this, so please bear with me. Okay, so first of all, they see that you've been under an illusion for a while. I feel like it's a self-illusion though, like how you see yourself, like, and like versus how other people see you. It's like you see yourself as this kind of a person, but other people around you see you as this actual person. And in reality, that's actually what you're putting out in the world. So like that's kind of what you are, like, even though it's not what you're thinking you are. They've also realized that you have changed your own fortune. Like you stopped the things that you were supposed to do, things that you were supposed to grow from. There's like a particular thing in your life that you stop doing. Like you're not going through with it. It's not really like this. Okay, so this is, you got the moon card, which is my illusion card. And like I do feel like, and I like how it's wolves. Like I feel like somebody here really relates to wolves or dogs. You may have a couple dogs, like own a couple dogs. One might bark a lot, or just have like, I don't know, some kind of like a specific kind of like little quirk that they have. Like a talking dog is what I was getting. So it's like, I definitely see that your guides see that you have put this illusion out about yourself, that you're doing something, that you're really proud of it, or it's who you are. But the reality is it's not who you are within. It's like something you're putting out. An illusion. And like, okay, and then like, alright, so this is the Wheel of Fortune, and it came out in a reverse. Normally I don't do reversals, but they're pretty important in this reading because it's not my thoughts, it's your past loved ones' thoughts, so I have to read them in the reversals. Like I feel like that's just something I have to do with this. And normally with this, it's like you're stuck in a cycle pretty much. You can't go forward, you can't go backward, you're just stuck. You're constantly doing the same thing. And in this instance as well, I'm also getting like in debt. Like you could be in debt, you could owe a lot of people money. I feel like there's something in particular that you owe a lot of money to. I'm also seeing spending a lot of money, like spending a ridiculous amount of money that you don't have. Or even pre-spending, like you may get a certain amount every like month, you know, and it's like you already spend the money before you have it. Like there's planning, you know, for like bills that come in and stuff like that, but I feel like somebody like literally micromanages every fucking dollar that they have that comes in. And like, I don't know, I understand having to do it for, like, you know, things like, you know, when you have children and so forth. But I don't feel like this person, I don't feel like you have a child. I feel like you micromanage every cent that you have because you rely on what's coming in, that monthly thing that comes in. But I don't feel like it's working for it. Like, I know that sounds, like, weird, but, like, I really don't feel like it's something that you're working for. It's, like, something that's just given to you. Somebody here also sees that they see that you're playing victim. Like that's what I keep getting through my head. Like I see the bullet holes and I see you being wounded, being hurt by somebody, but I feel like it's like you're taking that and you're reversing the roles. You're like, using it as ammo for why people shouldn't listen to this person or talk to this person that has betrayed you. And I'm not saying this person didn't betray you. I do feel like they did betray you, and they betrayed you quite a few times, because I see bullet holes, but like, and like I see their open wounds, but it's like you're not healing from these open wounds. You're just like dwelling in it. Like you're just like, you're not moving forward with it. You're not learning from this. You're just like, I don't know why, but I kind of feel like a childish, like I'm about to say something that like I don't fucking care for. Excuse my language. I know it gets really bad sometimes. Okay, so it's like a child throwing a tantrum because like a it's mine, its own, I should have it, it's supposed to be mine. Like that's what this person is like I feel like that's what you are like. Actually, I feel like that is how you feel about a certain situation, or like a certain person. Like it could be a person in your family, or a person like, I don't know, like you're just hang out with every now and then, or somebody you just watch that has a lot of things that you feel like should be yours. But here's the thing about that, okay? Because, like, you're jealous. That's exactly what that is. It's just such jealousy over something somebody else has. And you feel like it should be yours. You feel like you should, convert it. Which is interesting, because this charm came out, and it's a newer charm. I haven't even, like, showed it off or anything like that. It's, revenge is beneath me. Accidents, however, will happen. So I do feel like you have this kind of a thought process, like, oh, I'm not going to intentionally do something to this person and can say it's like revenge. But, if something happens to them, well, good riddance. Like I feel like that's the kind of energy you're in when it comes to this person. And it could be, I don't know, I feel like it's because like, I do feel like it is somebody in your family though. I'm seeing like a family emblem in my mind's eye, but like it's not clear what it is. It's just like one of those shields. It could be a gamer. Like I'm seeing you have taken a lot of chances on people that could have hurt you in the end. You've also spent a lot of money on things that like just ended up being more money than it should have been. It was like you gambled it away is really what you did, but you kept gambling instead of just taking the loss. I don't necessarily think it's gambling. It could be for some of you, but for others of you, I think it's more or less like you thought that this job or this particular scheme would pan out, but it didn't. You ended up having to, you lost that money, and you had to like gain that money back because you lost the money. You know. I also feel like, so your past loved ones also see that you are not at your full strength, that you are very, you don't have any confidence in yourself. You don't see your own power. I feel like you have, it's like you just have a lot of lack. I'm hearing lackluster, and I'm also just seeing like you just don't want to try any further. So, okay, so far what I am getting is that your past loved ones are not liking the changes that you've made in your life, because the changes you've made in your life have kept you stuck. It has just sucked you dry. It's taking your confidence. It's taking your mind. Like, I literally see something taking your mind over it. Like if you're into video games, or like, I feel like somebody has a serious addiction to video games. They don't see it as an addiction, but it is an addiction. Like, if you have to spend at least spend 2 hours a day on something that, like, an everyday thing, and if you don't feel right not doing it, like, that's actually an addiction. Like, I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's the truth. You can be addicted to pretty much anything. TV, the radio, video games is a huge one that people don't ever talk about, but it really is an addiction. Like, I had an ex that was addicted to video games, and he would get so cranky if he didn't play a video game. Like, I personally see it as one of the stupidest things in the world, but I understand it. I get cranky if I don't have a cigarette. I get cranky if I don't smoke my weed. So I understand it. But at the same time, I could not accept it. So, like, and I feel like here you have this addiction that has been taking over your life for a while, that it's actually, like, I don't know why, but, like, okay, so this is the strength card. This is how it looks. See how this thing's taking over his, face? It's like reminds me of like a mask. It's like hiding behind a game, hiding behind an idea of a game, of what life is supposed to be. And then here you have a man fighting off a beast. But this came out in reversed. Okay? So the beast is winning over you. So you are letting something control you in your life. Something that is not a part of you. Like more like a game or something along those lines. Like, it's like, I feel like somebody's refusing to fucking grow up. That's what it's like. That's what I feel like this is about. Like, somebody is just refusing to grow up, in the sense that, like, somebody has a twisted sense of, like, how the universe works. Like, yes, the universe will always provide for you, but, like, if you want something, if you truly want something, you actually have to go for it. You cannot just expect it to be handed to you, because that's not how it works. Like, you have to put forth effort. And I feel like you put forth effort in the bare minimum way possible. And, like, and even in that way, like, like I said, the bare minimum, but even the bare minimum of the bare minimum. Like, not even really trying. Like, I feel like you've kind of given up on, like, life is really what I'm getting. Given up on a lot of things in your life. And I'm just starting to realize this is actually a woman. And I'm seeing that this is, like, it's like you expect somebody to tame the beast within you, and you found somebody that could do that, but it's like you put this mask on when you're in front of them, or like there's just like a cover up instantly. But I also feel like you don't see them clearly either. Yes, they've tamed your beast, but it's not in the sense that they're the one for you. It's the sense that they tame any beast. Like, I don't know. It's like something about this person. And it's like you're stuck on that when it comes to this person. Like, you're fixated on it. I feel like you might have a little bit of an obsession with something. I even feel like you're, like, I don't know, your past loved ones are a bit worried about you when it comes to the choices that you've been making, because you've been keeping yourself stuck on a situation from your past that hasn't gotten you anywhere. It just keeps you stuck. And I love this. Okay, so moving on to true emotional, we have under pressure, secluded, and love spell. I'm not even shitting you. So you've been you could be having anxiety attacks, feeling like decision time's running out. And I was gonna say it, but I just like kind of ran out of time. I was gonna say it. This kind of looked like a clock, and it's like you're thinking time is running out. I don't even know if I said it or not. If I did, please let me know in the comments. I don't remember everything I say. But yeah, so time is running out, and feeling like his time is running out. But I do feel like that you've had to make decisions. And the decisions I don't know, like, it's like you feel like because you haven't made a decision on something, your time's run out when it comes to that certain thing. But it's like you're not sure. Like, I do see, like, a clock, too. Like, it's like you're paying attention to the clock. You're paying attention to what's going on. I also feel like under pressure in the sense that, like, other people around you are making you feel like you should be under pressure, that you should be feeling a certain way, that you should be feeling that time is running out. I feel like there are outside forces that are telling you that time is running out. And it's really messing with you. It's really giving you bad anxiety attacks. I feel like you're paying too closely attention to what other people have going on in their life. And that's why you feel like time is running out. That's why you're having these anxiety attacks. But, like, here's the thing. Like, I feel like you have to heal things within yourself. You have to look at the betrayals in your life. And it's not about deciding, hey, I need to cut this person out of my life. It's not just about cutting somebody out of your life. It's also healing from what had happened before. So, for example, if you see things that this person has that you want to covet, that you want to have, that you want to take, look at it from a different perspective. Why is it that you would want these things, or like, what is it about these things that makes you jealous of this person? Like, is it the things that they have? If it's the things that they have, you know, you can make that kind of money too. You just have to find what works for you, what you would be really good at making money at. If it's the way that they did it, well, is it because you didn't do it first, or is it because, like, you don't think it was right the way that they had done it? If you don't think it's right the way they had done it, first of all, you actually don't have any choice to judge there. Now, granted, I feel like there are, you know, we all judge no matter what, but, like, it's not our place to make that decision. You can just walk away from that person, and, you know, if the things that they have still bother you, then go out and get it, you know, make it happen for yourself. Okay, don't expect it just to happen for you. It's not going to happen for you, and being around it is not going to make you happy. It's going to make you miserable. So, like, yeah, I feel like somebody kind of needs to get out of that kind of a situation. We also have secluded, separation, reflecting, soul searching. I feel like your past loved ones see that you are secluding yourself to, like, do some soul searching, to start reflecting that you have been separating yourself from these people around you. I'm also seeing a ring here. So I feel like you could have recently broken up with somebody. It could have been very serious between the both of you, or you wanted it to be very serious, but it's like this person, you had to keep pulling them back in, and because they kept pulling away. And you're really looking at those kinds of things, like those things in that relationship, and what you actually want out of a relationship, out of a commitment. Your past loved ones also see that you are secluding yourself from your loved ones as well. Like, I don't know, I feel like you're not spending as much time with the people that you care about. And it's like because one particular thing kind of set you back. It's kind of that, I feel like there's that one thing, like, this is an example. I don't think it's for all of you. It could be for, like, some of you. I feel like you're putting out an illusion to, say you're a masculine and this is a feminine, okay? It's like you're trying to put it out to a feminine, hey, I am this great, amazing person, but I've been screwed over so many times and I'm running out of time. I need to find somebody to settle down with, you know, and you're the one that's tamed my soul. You know, you've tamed my beast within. And it's like this person's like, no, I'm not interested in that kind of thing, you know, I don't know. Like, this person's just not interested in what you're trying to say, okay? Like, they see what you're saying. They understand what you're saying. They even get it. They really get it, you know? It's not like they don't get it. And they feel for you, and they want to be there for you, but they don't want to be there for you in that sense that you're looking for. And I feel like that's something you haven't quite dealt with. Like, I feel like you say you have, but you have not. There's also a lot of, like, betrayal and hurt that you feel from your past that is also keeping you stuck in a cycle that they are worried you're not going to come out of because you keep yourself in that stuck cycle. Because you refuse to get out, or you refuse to meet new people, or you refuse to do something that will better yourself for yourself. It's like, and like, somebody is pissed off, like really pissed off at you. Like, I think that's why I'm cussing so much. Like, I don't feel like somebody cussed a lot. Maybe they did cuss a lot, but like, I feel like somebody's really pissed off. Like, I just want to keep saying fucking and like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, but at the same time, I know what's wrong with you because it says it right here. You were under a love spell, or you have been trying to put a love spell on somebody. Like, I feel like you're fixated on one particular person. Like, this is the person that you want. You're trying to manifest a particular person in your life. But this particular person is not the right person for you. And like your past loved ones know this, they see this, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? You're staying stuck on something that is not going to be yours and can't be yours, because there is something else that's for you, but you're not going to see it. You're not going to ever see it if you don't get out of this rut, if you don't get out of this like conditioned spot you put yourself in. Like, I feel like in your mind, you're like, I'm comfortable. Like, I have everything I could want, you know, in this situation. But it's not accurate. It's not true to what you are looking for, to what you need, what you, like, are supposed to have. Okay. I'm being told to move on to the next cards. So these are self-healing cards, okay? These are things that you've been working on within yourself. They see that you've been working on your pride, trying not to have too much pride within yourself. And if, like, I don't know, it's like something about staying true to your word. It's like you, like maybe in the past you weren't true to your word, but it's like now you are a lot more true to your word than you ever have been, and it's really important to you. I'm also seeing like, the projection that you put out, that is something you've been working on, and we were talking about that with the moon card for an illusion. So I do feel like you are working on the illusion that you're putting out there, to fit more closely to who you are. I'm also seeing you actually working with your dark side. You know, you're actually starting to like, I see you weaving the dark and the light a little bit closer together, which is actually what you do when you're healing it. So I do feel like that's what you're doing right there. You're weaving it. I'm also seeing loving somebody from a distance. It's also somebody from your past, somebody that you were with. It could have been 10 years ago. You could have met this person when you were 28. But it's like, okay, and then this person could also do something with their hands when they're nervous or they're bored. I'm also seeing like a pendulum or a certain kind of a necklace, like some kind of a charm that they consistently wear. This person lets their intuition guide them. But you look at this person often, you think of this person often, you have a lot of love for this person. So here's the thing. I feel like this is the one that you were trying to put this illusion out towards, and like this is the person that kind of made you see that you want to stick to your word, you want to be a better person. And this person was supposed to teach you that, you know, to be a better person, to show you who you truly want to be. They were also supposed to teach you what true love is and like how it feels, instead of like this make-up belief that of what you did think it was. You know, it's like you never experienced love until you met this person, and they were supposed to bring that out in you. And like, I don't feel like this person loves you back. I don't, and not in the same sense that you love them. I feel like you are in love with this person. I don't think this person is in love with you. I feel like they are following their intuition to where their heart is telling them to go for themselves. And I feel like this really has put a hole in your soul, and maybe you feel like you've always had a hole in your soul. You could be 36, or about to be 36. Could have known this person for 9 years. Okay, so I'm also seeing like just noticing there's a huge difference in your life when this person wasn't there. It's like you felt like there was a piece of you missing, and I feel like in a sense you did have a piece missing, because like this person taught you how to love. This person taught you what you want in a relationship, you know, like they showed you exactly who you want to be. But like, it's like before you had to do it for a person, but this person left your life. So you're like, you like lost sight of why you even wanted to do this, you know, in the first place. And you know, the reason why is, and I love how it says these two right here. It says, don't give up, ooh, shit. It says don't give up, all right? And it's got a rainbow and it's got like the world, because I feel like there is somebody that's in the world for you, in this world for you. And you have to follow your heart. So I feel like this person is like, there is somebody out there in the world that is for you. You can't give up yet because this person is coming towards you. You just have to follow your heart and you'll be able to find them a lot easier. I don't think it's this person from your past. I think this person from your past was supposed to show you what love is, was supposed to show you that you are stuck in this rut, that the reason why you were changing who you were and why you were doing the things you were doing in the first place was to be a better person for your actual love, your true love, the right person that's in the world for you. Yeah, I feel like that's the main message here. Okay, so here's the thing too. So like, you are the solution to your problem. Like, you are absolutely the solution to the problem that you have right now. Like, I feel like you being stuck, you're the solution to getting out of it. You're the only one that can get yourself out of that situation as well. You're the only one that can give yourself the confidence that you need to do the things that you need in your life to better your life. You're the only one that can shatter this illusion that you've put up. I also feel like, okay, so I'm getting two things from this one, actually. It says survive out of spite, and it's a flower growing out of concrete, right? I love this one. It's so cute. Oh, sorry. Somebody's like, keep it up there for a second. Okay, so this is, to me, is like, there is somebody that, you know, that is quite beautiful, that has grown up in rough conditions, but still grown up beautiful despite everything that they've been through. I am also getting you surviving out of spite, you know, just to piss somebody off that, you know, does have all of this stuff. It's like they did something really, you know, this is the person that, you know, shot you, that backstabbed you several times. You know, this is the person that screwed you over. And you're the one that's going to survive despite what they have done to you, you know? And I feel like that's the best thing. That's the true win right here. And I feel like you're starting to see that. Like, I feel like that was something that was really hard for you to see. And that is something that, you know, I feel like there are some things we kind of need to be told, you know? And it really, when somebody says it, it's like, it makes perfect sense, like right then and there. And like, I feel like sometimes it actually requires like somebody that you don't know, or somebody who's like completely different than the norm for that to click for you. Okay, so there's somebody here that could be artistic, but I'm also seeing like just trying new things out, like with a painting technique, or maybe different colors. Like, I'm seeing a different color scheme being used than somebody is used to. But I am seeing like an artist. I'm seeing I'm also seeing like a paint dropping, like a paintbrush. There's like 3 paintbrushes inside of a paint cup, and the paint cup falls over. Oh, sorry, that shit sucks. Smelly water. Anyways, I'm also seeing there is somebody that's very lucky. I'm also hearing you can magnetize, you can like attract the things that you want a lot easier when you actually put forth the effort. And somebody says like put forth the effort with a lot of oomph. You know, like, I don't know, somebody here, like their past loved one has like a lot of energy. Like, I was feeling really tired before doing this, and I do feel a little oopsies. But like at the same time, like I feel like there's a lot of energy. Like, this person could have been constantly on the go, constantly doing something, like always moving around. Like, I even see that they could have been like an outdoorsy person, or they just liked to do things outdoors. But I'm seeing somebody, this person, you may not have known this about this person, but they could have been like a smoker. Like, they would toke when they would go outside. Like, I see somebody taking out a one-hitter and taking a few hits and then putting it back in their pocket. And it could have been something that you didn't know about. Or like a guilty pleasure. Like, I don't know, I see somebody like doing a little guilty pleasure by going out and doing those things. Like, I know my dad used to do that, and that's what, I don't know why, but that's what had been brought up to my mind, and that's what I had to share. But, like, it's just, like, I don't know, I see somebody doing that. And then I knew a few other people that did that, too. Like, Tim's dad, he used to do that, too. Alright, but anyways, but yeah, so I'm hearing a lot of magnitude, or magnetism, and I'm also hearing magnitude, like, something about distance. Oh no, I don't do that. I'm sorry. That's like school. I don't partake. There's somebody that you've been hanging out with or hanging around that has this very bite me attitude, right? They're like, fuck off, don't deal with me. Or somebody that you've been trying to hang out with that has this kind of an attitude. And if somebody has that kind of an attitude when it comes towards you, then you just need to walk away from that person, because they're not meant to be inside of your life. You know, nobody's going to treat you badly. And if somebody does treat you badly, they're going to have to learn for themselves that, like, when you treat somebody badly, they're going to walk out of your life. And I'm hearing, this is my sister. This is my little sister. I understand that. I do. But there are some people that they have to learn that this is what happens. I'm not saying completely walk away from them and, like, let them drown. But I am saying take a step back and let them learn for themselves, okay? You can't try to be this kid's father, okay? Like, that's your dad's job. Like, if it's your little sister, that's your dad's job. If your dad's not around, yeah, sure, but you still have to give them a little wiggle room. They have to realize for themselves. Like, I'm seeing, and it's gonna suck for somebody, but I am seeing them being woken up in the middle of the night. It's like 4 a.m. or something like that, and they're like woken up. They had just gone to sleep, and the cops called them because they need to pick up a girl, or somebody was in jail, or something like that. And it scared the crap out of this person because, like, they got in a car wreck. It was something involving a car or some kind of a wreck. And it scares them. But, like, it's like, this is the wake-up call that they need, because there's nothing that you're going to be able to do that's going to change this person. Somebody has to change for themselves, and it's going to suck, but majority of the time it is something that is big, something traumatic, something dramatic that is going to change this person. So I am hearing a warning of there is going to be some kind of an accident. I'm also hearing, be careful what you put out. Like, what you say, you get back, okay? What you say happens. Like, words are like magic, okay? It's like, if you put the right words together, you could literally make a magic, spell. So it's like somebody is saying, like, your ancestor, your past loved one really wants you to watch what you say. But yeah, this is all that I have for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to my pile 2. So, maybe meet again. Bye! I don't understand why it keeps going on. Okay, my pile 2. If you chose Modern Witch deck, this is yours. So party. Alright. We're going to start with the tarot, go into the true emotional oracle, then go into the healing yourself, and then go into charms. Okay, so when I originally pulled out your deck, strength came out in the reverse, okay? But then it came out when I was doing it, like when I was showing you the cards, like it was in the upright, and then I've just kept it like that, and it felt like it was right. And then these other cards, because I had flipped that one over, these ones had somehow got flipped over, so I flipped them back over. But like, I don't know, it still feels a little bit off, so I am going to flip over the 5 of Cups that came out back over. This is the second card that came out for you. And here's the third, which is King of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel like your past loved ones see the strength that you've been trying to keep up. I do feel like you did go through a depression. You were very sad. You were very down for a while. And then there is like something that brought you up. And you know, it's so weird. Like I was feeling really down and depressed like right before the solar eclipse. And after the solar eclipse, everything like, I don't know, I feel a lot better, a lot different. I feel clarity, like clear, you know? And I feel like that's happened for a lot of people. I feel like that it gave you strength. There's something about it that gave you strength and made you realize, you know, like you've got this. You know, I feel like you tamed your beast within by embracing it. I feel like you've also, you know, you've been having a hard time seeing the things that you have. You've been focusing on the things that you've lost. I also feel like the thing that you've lost is a King of Pentacles. I feel like this King of Pentacles is so focused on their money, focused on something else, and your focus has been on them. But like when it was flipped over like this, it was you were focused on them. Like the way that these cards are laid out, it's like you would have been looking at this person and you would have been sad about the things that you had lost with this person, right? Or just focused on the things that you could have with this person. And you're not seeing the things that you do have. But by flipping it over, I feel like you've turned your back to this person, to the things that, you know, you could have had with them, because their focus is so much on money that they're not even thinking about what's going on with you. This person, and I'm seeing city in the background for both of you, so I do feel like you both could really live in the city. You could live in San Francisco is what I'm hearing, but somewhere with a bridge that crosses. Obviously it crosses, but like, I don't know, there's something specific about crossing. Maybe it's called crossing. I don't fucking know. This person, okay, so I'm seeing youngins here. Oh, I don't usually get youngins. I usually get people about like my age or in their 20s. But I'm seeing like youngins, like 18, 19, like people that are just starting out. I'm also seeing the ocean, like a wish for going towards the ocean. I feel like you're mourning something. You're mourning the things that you could have had with this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles, he could be a Taurus. I'm very much seeing a Taurus. And like, I'm seeing stubborn, just so stubborn, so focused on what he's got going on. You know, he doesn't even see anything else. Like, he is so focused on this money that he does not see that he has outgrown these pants, that he has outgrown this life, this throne that he isn't sitting in. He has outgrown it because he's got other things that he's supposed to be doing. But, like, I don't think you're going to stay in this sorrow for long. It's just like you're, like, mourning this relationship. You're mourning what could have been. Because, like, I feel like you know you have something waiting for you. you know, that you have two things that are like, you know, waiting for you to continue with your life or to continue doing things. I feel like it's more like you have two options. You had one major option, the one that you truly wanted, the desire that you wanted, or you had got rejected 3 times. I'm also seeing rejection. Like you could have gotten rejected like a few times and it really messed with you, you know, and because you got rejected, you don't see these options that you have behind you. But it's like you're in mourning of all the rejection that you came across, you know, and it sucks. I'm not laughing at you for your rejection because it does suck. Like, I hate getting turned down, but at the same time, like, it's a good thing too. Because if I hadn't got rejected, I, you know, like, then I probably would stop going for the things that I want, but at least I now know what rejection feels like so I can go towards the things that I want. Anyways, I'm going to move on to the emotional oracle. They see that you miss somebody. They also see that you miss them. I'm seeing a memorial wall or a memorial area, maybe a memorial altar for past loved ones. And they're very thankful you have this. Like, I actually feel very lighthearted, a lot of love. They feel honored. That's something that's come across, honored. They also see that you are also missing somebody in particular, like a particular person in your life, somebody that left you hanging, that didn't leave you with any closure. See, this is the I miss you card. This is the left you hanging. This is somebody that you said I love you to. This is somebody you really want to have a commitment with. That ended up in legal matters. Could be divorce, property, criminal paternity, child support, traffic ticket. But I feel like it's more or less that this person left you hanging, like you wanted to marry this person. You could have married this person. I feel like you did marry this person, okay? And like it ended up in divorce. And I'm also hearing, is this my child? Like someone's actually questioning that. Like, it's kind of getting a little foggy. Like, I feel like this is like what's going on with the King of Pentacles. I feel like they left you hanging when you said I love you to this person, that you wanted to have a commitment with them. They ended up having a commitment with somebody else, but now they're going through some legal matters with this person currently. But I do feel like it doesn't help that you miss this person. I also see you constantly looking out. Like, that's what I see here, too, when I look at the Strength card, looking out, looking towards the future. Moving on to the things that you've been healing within yourself. Rejection. Yep. Yeah, I do feel like that is something you've definitely been healing. They see that you've been healing from rejection, something that's been holding you back from your past. Something that's kept you stuck for quite a while. Because, like, that's what I see when I look at this. Like, I see the web that's holding her back, and I see, like, a clock that makes me think it's been keeping her there for a long time. And the reason why you are healing from this rejection and healing from the things, you know, around you is because you've been getting help from above. I do feel like you have a gift for hearing. I'm hearing prophet as well, but I'm also hearing, like... is it prophetic dreams, or maybe that's what it's called, but it's like a knowing of things. I'm also hearing the number 9. We also have alchemy. They see that you have been creating things with nothing, you know. I'm also seeing a balance and knowing this balance, learning how to work with this balance, and still being able to create with this. They see that you've been unleashing your creativity. I see somebody just inventing all kinds of little gadgets here and there, just making things like painting. I'm seeing somebody taking their pain and creating from their pain. I literally see somebody making like a robot, like creating like a robot, like somebody that, you know, will do things. And then we also have a robot here. So like, see the robot right here? And then I feel like here's the robot like right here. And normally I would say this is like, you know, autopilot, you know, feeling like you're on autopilot, like you're not really there, but you're not. But with this one, I feel like it's more or less actually something that you create or something that you've been thinking about for a while. Now, I don't necessarily think it's like an actual robot. It could be for some of you, but I also feel like for others of you, it could just be like a drawing of a robot or a comic of a robot. But it's like something that you've been thinking about for a while, and like go for it. That is something that your past loved ones want you to really think about, you know, doing, is actually going for whatever it is that this robot means to you. They see that you're in a very don't fuck with me kind of mood, that you've been putting off those vibes for a while. I feel like that's actually why you've been rejected a few times, is because of this don't fuck with me, don't come near me, I will cut you kind of vibe you've been putting out. You're also an introvert, which actually doesn't help either in the circumstances if you're trying to meet a mate. And I do feel like that's something you're trying to do. You are trying to find a soulmate, or you're trying to connect with a soulmate. I feel like that's what this King of Pentacles is a soulmate that you've been trying to connect with. But it doesn't help that you are an introvert, that you like to stay indoors, you don't really want to go anywhere. You like to keep to yourself. You're very shy is also what I'm hearing. It's not easy to talk to you, to have a conversation with you. You shy away. But I'm also seeing somebody that loves to dance, somebody that is the star of the party without even trying. They just shine very brightly. I'm seeing somebody that could have blue or green eyes. I'm also seeing purple or pink being like a favorite color. It could even be a hair color. I'm seeing like prickly, grouchy, not in a good mood. Your past loved ones know why you're grumpy, why you're grouchy, why you're prickly. But they also see that there are days, and I feel like they're more than they were before. Like they were far between before, but they're more now than they ever were. Where you're looking good and you're feeling good about yourself. You're actually trying to put forth an effort. You actually want to feel good about yourself. You want to put yourself out there. They see you actually putting forth the efforts. They also see that you've been keeping your faith, that you have kept your faith very strong within your heart as well. You've been keeping that belief for yourself. You're not letting others affect it. And you know it's something to do with your divine purpose, that it's something that you truly need to do, that you feel true to. They see that you've been growing quite a bit. I'm seeing and I also see wisdom. There's an elephant. Like an elephant could be some kind of symbol for you, and you're somebody that is like passed on for you. Like I'm seeing okay, so there is an elephant. I'm also seeing like it's crossed, but I'm seeing like one of those really old-fashioned solid crosses. A seahorse. And then cactus came out twice. So there could be like, I'm seeing, and I saw sand here. So you could be thinking about moving to Arizona or somewhere that's got like, I don't know why I said Arizona specifically. I was actually originally thinking like deserty area, but that's what came out. So maybe that is what you're thinking about going. Go for it. You know, if that's what you're thinking about doing, you know, the angels from above, they're trying to give you this message. You're literally getting, you know, things are happening in your dreams, especially in your dreams because the moon is so prominent. So I feel like you're definitely getting signs through your dreams to do something that's going to better your life, bring you closer to the one for you. about that. I had a brain fart. Okay, so, yeah, so cactus could be significant in some way. You could also like to keep little, succubus, what the fuck? Succulents, and so forth. That's weird. I don't really believe in coincidences, so I wonder what that's about. But maybe there's somebody that, or there is one of those around you, and that's why they're like, you need to get away from this place. And I do feel like there are so many signs that you need to get away. And like, you've been thinking about it for a while, and it's like you finally come to a conclusion that this might actually be what's for you. Maybe this is finally the like nudge that you need to go for it. Like, I feel like if you dream about it, if it's something that feels really right to you, then you need to go for it. And I feel like there are so many signs for you to go for it that you should just do it. But it's up to you. It's your decision. But this is also all that I have for you. So I hope that this is helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. And I think I'm going to move on to my pile 3. Because I'm not getting anything else. Like, they see what you've done. And it's not like they don't really have anything to, they want you to keep going. To keep trying, to keep going forth. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's all I've got for you. I'm moving on to my pile 3. So, maybe we meet again. Bye! Okay, my pile 3. If you chose the Lightseer deck, this is your pile. It took a little bit longer getting your pile together just because, like, I was having issues with trying to understand some of it. Okay, so originally Death and Rebirth was in the reverse when it came out. It's the back of the deck from when I originally shuffled your pile. But it didn't feel right. Like, from the beginning, it didn't feel right. So I turned it over. I flipped it over. And it still doesn't quite feel right. So I'm just going to put it sideways. Because I don't feel like you're quite through this rebirth of who you are. Because I do feel like you have been benefiting from it. You've been listening. You've been taking the advice that your past loved ones have been giving you. And I feel like you've been very fruitful. You've been achieving a lot. You know, you've been earning a lot as well. And you've been saving. I also see saving. You've also been very charitable. Giving to a lot of people, putting out a lot of money, you know, and I feel like that's been really good for you because I feel like it brings it towards you. I feel like you've been getting a lot of confidence about this as well. Getting your confidence in yourself again, feeling closer to yourself. I also see you being grounded because you're barefoot as well. I also see you manifesting, also creating. I feel like they see that you've been creating and you've been manifesting for something that you truly want in your life. You could be doing a lot of manifesting with candle work. I actually see somebody reading tarot, like they see you doing this. I'm also seeing something with cycles of the moon, following the cycles of the moon or trying to follow it a little bit closer. I weirdly see somebody paying attention to their period. So, that's interesting. But I wanted to see what you were manifesting, and Queen of Swords came out in the reverse, and the back of the deck was 3 of Pentacles. So I think you're working on opening up your heart. I think you're the Queen of Swords, so you could be an air sign, you could be a Gemini. Gemini is very strong in this reading, or Aquarius or Libra. But I feel like you have a very closed off heart, and you've been working on opening up your heart. You know, open heart, open mind. And I feel like that's something you've been really, truly working on. I also feel like there's something that you've been keeping to yourself for a while. I feel like it might be what your heart's true desire is. And I feel like that's what this is. You've been wanting this family dynamic inside of your head. Like, this is something you've truly been craving. Like, building something with somebody. Ooh. But yeah, so I feel like that's something you've been craving, is building something with somebody, making something solid and having a solid foundation with somebody. So you've been working on opening up your heart, settling your roots, figuring out what's right for you, where you want to go from here. Because I feel like you're in your, you know who you are, you know what you want to do, you're just going forth with that. So, the true emotional, your past loved ones' thoughts on the changes you've made. Alright, so here's the thing. You can't hide anything from your past loved ones, okay? So just know that, alright? So they see that you're running, that you're fed up, that you're done with this fake news, that you're being followed, that you're like, I feel like somebody's stalking somebody's social media, seeing where they're at all the time. There could have been some kind of fake news about a pregnancy, or somebody faked a pregnancy, but I feel like you're feeling very fed up about this whole situation. And if you've secluded yourself, you've been in separation, you've been reflecting, you've been soul searching. I feel like there is a workplace affair that took place because you took your time away, because you secluded yourself from this. And I feel like you needed this time away to find out that you're a divine feminine. I also feel like somebody blocked a divine feminine. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that damn word sometimes. Blocked them for a workplace affair. And I feel like this workplace affair, it just caused a lot of drama, and it's just karma. Like, I feel like all of this is just leading down to denying something that was supposed to be true. I feel like, you just needed time away to figure out what it is that you truly wanted. You needed to figure out, who you are within yourself, and you figured it out. And then I feel like because you figured it out, you ended up either getting blocked or blocking somebody that wanted to have a workplace affair with you. And I feel like your divine masculine had a workplace affair that has a lot of drama going on. I feel like this person gets stalked by them. They make them feel secluded. They faked a pregnancy, or there's a lot of fake news revolved around this person, but they're really fed up with them and they run away. And I also feel like you are fed up with the situation and you've come to the conclusion that I don't really necessarily think you're running away, though. I feel like it's running to something, maybe. Alright, but your past loved ones see that you are healing, that you are taking the time and healing what is hurting from within yourself. They see you doing a lot of crying, but it's like you're so tired of crying, but at the same time, like, the crying is actually your soul healing. It is the only way that your soul can heal, actually. Like, I know it sucks, but it's the truth. I mean, like, that's how else is it supposed to take its time or to let go of things? It has to heal. It has to let it go. I feel like, again, it makes me think the Queen of Swords in reverse, not saying what is on your heart, what's in your heart, what's true to you. And they see that you are working on say what you mean. I feel like that is something that you are, something that you're truly working on, is saying what you truly mean instead of like, what is expected of you, or just walking away or just ghosting. It's like, I also see a phone call taking place and needing to talk about something. I also see a bit of jealousy or a bit of regret on both faces. They see that you are healing entrapment from within, feeling like you are owed to do this or that you are deserving of this. They see that you've been healing your inner child, something from when you were 16 that was very traumatic to you. They see that you are healing that you are letting go at the same time as embracing. It's like embracing something about yourself that had happened when you were 16 that never quite went away. Say what you mean is something that you really have been working on, though. Like, I feel like that's really pronounced. Like, I feel like that's something you could have actually just recently started, like, really, really working on. It's like there was something about your inner child that was blocking you from going forward, from seeing things that you needed to see about yourself. Okay, so charms. So they see, that you are working on seeing your strength, gaining the courage from within. Like, they see that you're really trying to find a confidence within yourself that is true to yourself as well. Like, a true confidence. They see that you're putting up boundaries around people that you need to have boundaries up with, that you're keeping to these boundaries as well. They also see some people trying to get away with certain things, but it's like you don't let them get away with it. They also see that your heart, your soul is sad. You miss somebody, or you wish for somebody. Loneliness is what I'm feeling as well. I do see you alone in a lot of this, so that it makes sense for why you would want a partnership. I also see a drama queen in your life, okay? So this could mean you are a drama queen or somebody around you is a drama queen. This person is a Gemini for sure. Like, it's 100% a Gemini. But we also have Cancer and Leo that came out here too. There is somebody around you that is a bad witch, okay? And like, your past loved ones see who this person is. They see that this person's trying to put bad mojo on you, but it's like they can't because they are protecting you. They are making sure that this can't touch you. And also because the changes that you've been making in your life actually makes it so that it backfires on this person. Somebody's name could start with an S. I'm hearing Sarah, and I also heard Sam. Samantha. Somebody here is very intelligent. I feel like it's like intelligence was never a question. Conversation was never a question. It was more or less where it led to. So your future may have always been hard for you to see because it was always so otherworldly. It was always so different from the other people around you. So it was always just so hard for you to imagine. But I do feel like there is somebody that's close to you that always knew that you had such a different kind of life, but it was like they did not accept it. You could work at Walmart. You could have been at a workplace for 5 years. You could be getting some kind of award, some kind of certificate for being there. This person could be a Leo that is giving it to you. I see a black rose here. There's like some kind of a significance here. And then I'm also drawn to the black rose on my wrist too. So somebody could have a black rose tattoo. And I feel like this is a memorial for somebody that you have that has passed on for you. And they feel very, very proud that you have this. They, what is the word for it? They approve. Somebody, okay, so I feel like you finding out your, like really accepting your femininity and your divineness, like that has made you realize how magical you really are, right? And it's like your past loved ones have always seen how magical you are, right? And it's like now that you're starting to see it and you're starting to accept it about yourself, it's like they're very proud of this. There is somebody that is going to tell you that they pick you for the rest of their life. This could be a Leo or a Cancer, but I do strongly feel like this person, there is somebody that's going to tell you that they choose you, that they want to be with you. And I feel like this is exactly the dynamic that you want in your life. This could be the exact person that you want, but I feel like you did have to do a lot of inner healing in order for this to happen. And you did do a lot of inner healing. I feel like the most important things you needed to heal, you did heal, and I feel like there's going to be some healing with this person as well. I feel like you being generous and you listening to your guides and what they have to say, that has really helped you out in this long run, and they're very proud of you for continuing to open your heart and to actually say what's on your mind instead of letting things happen. Standing your ground is what I'm hearing. But yeah, this is all that I have for you, my pile of 3. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. Either way, maybe meet again. Bye!